Spider-Man 2 dominates PlayStation Store charts for October, new rumors point at a From Software PS5 exclusive, Sony is helping Nintendo make a Zelda movie, and Rockstar gears up for the first GTA6 trailer. All that and more in today's PlayStation news. Let's get to them. Sony has released a new ad titled Feel It Now on PlayStation 5 to celebrate the console's 3rd anniversary with 40 million players and 2,500 games. The ad highlights the emotional power of gaming on PS5 while pushing the console into the holiday season with increased supply, a smaller PS5 model, game bundles, and new accessories such as the PlayStation Portal and the new Pulse Explore earbuds. In a blog post introducing the ad, Sony thanked fans for their continued support in 2023 and invited them to look forward to more great games in 2024, such as Helldivers 2, Concord, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and more. The PlayStation Store's top downloads for October featured a mix of superheroes and anti-heroes on PS5. In the US, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 secured the top spot for the PS5, with Assassin's Creed Mirage following closely, while European rankings mirrored this trend, with Marvel's Spider-Man 2 leading the charts, followed by EA Sports FC24 and Assassin's Creed Mirage. Other notable October releases included the UFC 5, Lords of the Fallen, NHL 24, and Alan Wake 2. Then on PS4 we had Red Dead Redemption 2 and EA Sports FC24 taking the lead in the US and Europe respectively, but Assassin's Creed Mirage made an appearance in the top 5 for both regions. As for PSVR 2, Beat Saber and the Dark Pictures Switchback traded first and second places in both regions, with new releases such as Ghostbusters, Rise of the Ghost Lord, and the 7th Guest VR taking 5th place in the US and Europe respectively. Lastly, Roblox debuted in October and it instantly soared to the top of the free-to-play chart, beating Minecraft, Fortnite, and Call of Duty Warzone among other games. Rumors regarding a potential From Software PS5 exclusive game have resurfaced. Speculation first arose in 2021 when a leaker suggested a PS5 exclusive was in development at From Software, unrelated to their Souls-like IPs like Bloodborne or Demon's Souls, but those rumors didn't provide enough evidence. Now a reliable Resetera user named Brazil claims From Software is indeed working on a PlayStation exclusive, with development beginning in early 2020, but they note it may not be either a Bloodborne or the Resident sequel. While the details remain vague, Sony's investment in From Software's parent company and hints from PlayStation Studios boss Hermen Hulst also suggest a possible collaboration in the future, but for now take it with a grain of salt. In a move that I certainly didn't have on my bingo card for this year, Sony will be helping Nintendo in the development of a live-action film adaptation of The Legend of Zelda. This is not a PlayStation story, but definitely interesting, considering the history between the two companies. The film will be produced by Nintendo legend Shigeru Miyamoto, along with veteran Hollywood producer Avi Arad, with Wes Ball known for directing the Maze Runner trilogy as the film's director. Jumping on Twitter, Miyamoto said, "I have been working on the live-action film of The Legend of Zelda for many years now with Avi Arad-san, who has produced many mega-hit films. I have asked Avi-san to produce this film with me, and we have now officially started the development of the film with Nintendo itself heavily involved in the production. It will take time until its completion, but I hope you look forward to seeing it." The movie will be co-financed by Nintendo and Sony Pictures Entertainment, with Nintendo providing over 50% of the financing, and Sony Pictures handling the theatrical distribution of the film worldwide. Konami has not announced Silent Hill the short message, but now we know some details from the game that coincide with plot details given by leaker Dos Golem in the past. The Australian Classification Board has awarded Silent Hill the short message an MA15+ rating, revealing the game's plot as a first-person psychological horror set in the Villa, a modern German apartment building, following Anita's search for her lost friend amidst heavy themes of suicide and self-harm. The board justified the rating, noting the depiction's context promoting mental health awareness. We'll have to wait until Konami officially announces it, with several games in the series currently in the pipeline. One of those incoming games is Bloober Team's Silent Hill 2 remake, and Konami has corrected erroneous information from Best Buy regarding a Pyramid Head origin story. The publisher didn't confirm or deny the special origin story's existence, just updated the listing removing that detail. Rockstar Games has officially announced that the highly anticipated Grand Theft Auto 6 reveal trailer will be released this December. The exact release date for the trailer is not confirmed, but given the 25th anniversary of Rockstar Games falls in December, it will celebrate the founding of the studio. A possible reveal date is the Game Awards on December 7, known for showcasing new game trailers and announcements, but Rockstar usually announces things at their own beat without requiring to participate in any event. News about GTA6 have been eagerly anticipated by fans since that big leak from last year, with lots of speculation and fake insider information. Rockstar confirmed the game's development after last year's leak, with a potential release set between April 2024 and March 2025, speculated from Take-Two's financial plans. Information about the game is limited, but the leak revealed it will feature male and female Latino protagonists, and a fictionalized version of Miami, with plans to expand to new cities over time. Now time for a round of quickfire gaming news. Sony has quietly updated the PS5 Shutdown screen in a recent firmware update to account for the fact that there's now a PS5 Slim model. The change removes the side panels in the PS5 animation, only leaving the like stripes so it looks the same regardless of which model a user may have. It's a subtle change brought by this week's new firmware update, but one new PS5 users will welcome. Twitter owner Elon Musk has expressed interest in looking into Sony's decision to remove the social network integration with PS4 and PS5 following complaints. As we covered in the previous video, the option to share photos and videos directly from PS4 and PS5 to Twitter will only work until November 13, with users having to use the PlayStation app to share content after that. We'll have to wait and see what Elon Musk does, given this decision was made due to increased fees to use the Twitter API. The Game Awards is less than a month away, being held at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles this December 7 and hosted by Geoff Keighley. Keighley will be announcing the nominees for more than 30 categories in a stream next Monday, November 13 at 9 AM Pacific, noon Eastern. With how huge 2023 has been in terms of new releases, it will be interesting to see which 6 games are up for Game of the Year. What are your predictions? Share with us in the comments. BioWare has surprised fans during N7 Day with a 35-second teaser for the next Mass Effect game, featuring a Musk character and sparking speculation about Commander Shepard's return. The game is currently in pre-production, but this unexpected teaser has ignited excitement among fans and speculation if we may see something else this year. The teaser started with an N7 Day blog post filled with binary code spelling Epsilon that led to 2 video fragments before the full teaser trailer was revealed. Assassin's Creed Red is rumored to feature a protagonist inspired by the historical figure Yasuki, an African samurai. The game is set in feudal Japan with 2 playable characters, a stealthy female assassin and a male samurai, potentially based on Yasuki. While Yasuki's historical role involves arriving in Japan in the late 1500s and serving under warlord Nobunaga Oda, the game may depict his arrival after a slave shipwreck. Since Ubisoft always takes creative liberties over historical facts, the protagonist's name may also be different. In Ubisoft-related sad news, the publisher is laying off 124 employees, affecting its global IT team and VFX studio Hybrid based in Montreal. The company states that it is reorganizing administrative functions and improving efficiency, so the restructuring won't impact production teams, indicating that ongoing projects won't be affected. Ubisoft assures it will provide support for the affected employees during the transition and expresses gratitude for their contributions to the company. So the broader industry trend of layoffs continue despite this year's strong game releases. Here's hoping everyone affected lands on their feet. There's more sad news as Free Radical Design, the studio behind Time Splitters, faces possible closure by Embracer Group following a restructuring program after a deal went wrong. The Nottingham-based studio is currently under evaluation, and employees have been notified of the potential closure, triggering a mandatory 30-day consultation period to explore alternatives. While there's a chance the studio could stay open if third parties express interest, some employees are already seeking new job opportunities. The fate of the Time Splitter series, which Free Radical aim to revive, remains uncertain, hoping for the best for those affected as well. Pendulo Studios has announced their new game, TinTin Reporter Cigars of the Pharaoh, has been launched with an unsatisfactory level of quality. They acknowledged this in a tweet stating that they are committed to improving the game with forthcoming patches. This clearly falls upon publisher Microids, who didn't delay the game and as of recording has not provided an official statement on the matter. It's also gross they didn't stop selling the game and didn't warn users about this until the day the game launched, plus they let developers be the ones to take the fall. Revenant Hill, the upcoming game from Night in the Woods co-creators Bethany Hockenberry and Scott Benson, has been cancelled due to serious health issues affecting team members. The game was set in 1919 and followed a cat named Twigs, navigating a world of witches, demons and ghosts. Unfortunately, 2 key team members had to step away from the project, prompting the studio to suspend development. The team emphasized the importance of the well-being of their staff and thanked everyone for their support. WB Games has reported that Mortal Kombat 1 has achieved nearly 3 million copies sold globally after almost 2 months removed from launch. The news was given by WB CEO David Zaslav during an earnings call for the company's third quarter in the current fiscal year. Mortal Kombat 1's success is attributed to its significant gameplay changes, particularly the new cameo system introduced in this installment. Lords of the Fallen developer Hexworks has unveiled a roadmap for future updates to the game. The plan includes weekly patches with stability, performance and quality of life improvements, along with co-op and PvE enhancements such as gameplay rebalancing and increasing boss difficulty. The roadmap also outlines upcoming events, spell packs, previous strikes, inventory and stash expansions, gamepad rewinding, and a new Game Plus mode. Extra content will be coming before the end of December, with 4 new questlines and unique armor sets. Lightning McQueen from Disney Pixar's Cars has joined Rocket League, complete with dynamic expressions like eye movements and reactions. The Lightning McQueen Mega Bundle is currently out, priced at 2,500 credits, and includes 3 versions of the iconic car, each with unique decals and wheels, plus the Catch-Out Goal Explosion and Life is a Highway player anthem. The Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition for PS5 and Xbox Series is rumored to be released this December 5th, according to a listing on GameStop's internal sales system. Priced at $59.99, it is expected to include the base game and the recently released Phantom Liberty expansion. While the listing lacks additional details, it aligns with CD Projekt Red's plans for a new edition mentioned during an investor call last month. And those are the PlayStation stories for today. What are your thoughts on them? Let us know in the comments below, give this video a thumbs up or down to let me know your feedback, check out more content you may like as well, and subscribe for more on PlayStation. Thank you so much for watching, my name is Joseph, this is Hype for Games, and let's get hype!